The next generation of handheld gaming PCs are on the way, and most of these are going to be powered by the AMD Ryzen Z2 Extreme. Recently, we got some pricing leaks for the upcoming ROG XBOX Ally X, the Xbox Ally, and now we've seen some real-world benchmarks for the upcoming MSI Claw A8. In this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about this and kind of get your thoughts on, the pricing that's going on right now. In fact, as for that MSI Claw A8, it's up for pre-order in Taipei right now, so we've got a good idea of what, the market price is going to be. And I'll tell you right now, I love the look of the Claw A8, especially in that green version. But the first thing I wanted to talk about here were the recent pricing leaks for the upcoming ROG Xbox Ally X and the ROG Xbox Ally. When it comes to performance, these are going to be two totally different devices. I mean, they look the same, but the APU that both of these are using are totally different. One will super succeed in performance and battery life, and that's going to be the ROG Xbox Ally X. That's going to be the more powerful unit that we're going to be seeing coming up soon. And earlier this year, I was able to go hands-on with both of these units. Unfortunately, I was only able to test one game. I did a couple videos just showing off what we had, my experience with it. I do like the overall feel. And when it comes to the performance that I saw with the game I was able to test, it was actually really great coming out of that Z2 Extreme AI. Up until now, we really haven't had an idea on pricing, but recently there have been some leaks online, and this was first reported by Notebook Check. I'll leave a link to their website in the description in case you want to read through that article. But a prominent online leaker recently came through and said they know the price of the Xbox Ally X and the Xbox Ally. And like I mentioned, I mean, these are going to be two totally different devices. They look the same. We've got a black version, we've got a white version. They do have the same display, but when it comes to battery life and overall performance, these are going to be two totally different machines. When it comes down to it, the Xbox Ally X is powered by the AMD Ryzen Z2 Extreme AI. We get 8 cores, 16 threads, and this is based on Zen 5. But I'd say the best thing here with the new Z2 Extreme chip is the iGPU. It's based on RDNA 3.5, and we've got 16 compute units. To give you an idea, the Z1 Extreme had 12 compute units, and this chip here definitely resembles the AMD Ryzen HX 370, albeit the HX 370 does have more cores and threads, coming in with 16 cores and 24 threads. Good that they cut them down here for a handheld. I mean, we really don't need that much for gaming. It's going to have 24 gigabytes of RAM. It's LPDDR5 running at 8,000 megahertz, 7-inch 120 hertz IPS display with variable refresh rate support, a 1 terabyte 2280 M.2 SSD out of the box, and an 80 watt hour battery. Moving over to the ROG Xbox Ally, this APU is a lot different from the Extreme version. It's the AMD Ryzen Z2A. 4 cores, 8 threads. We get an 8 compute unit Radeon iGPU based on RDNA 2. And basically, we've seen leaks of this chip here. We thought it was kind of an upgraded Steam Deck chip. And when it comes down to it, it's very similar, but we've got higher clocks on the CPU and higher clocks on the GPU there. You're going to get 16 gigs of LPDDR5 running at 6400. That same 7-inch 120 Hz IPS display with variable refresh rate support. A 512 gigabyte M.2 SSD. It's a 2280. You can upgrade this. So personally, I'm not really worried about storage here. And a 60 watt hour battery as opposed to the 80 in the X model. To tell you the truth, once these are released, I'll definitely be testing both, but I'm more interested in the X model. And as for that leaked price, it's not official. This is leaked, so we do have to take this with a grain of salt. For the X model, 899 euros, which is around 1,050 USD. And for the non-X model, 599 euros, which comes out to around 699 US dollars. To tell you the truth, I mean, this could be right on par. Maybe a little less in the US, but with all the tariffs going on and just price hikes on everything, unfortunately, this does look kind of realistic the way the market is right now. But all we can do right now is really sit back and wait until ASUS and Xbox officially announce the price for the US. But the one thing I'm thinking about here is the uptick in performance. Is it going to be enough to justify that upcharge? Let me know in the comments below. And as soon as I can get my hands on one, I will do a review. But now I want to move over to the upcoming MSI Claw A8. So this actually looks really interesting. And at the time of making this video, it's up for pre-order in Taipei and other parts of the world. It's not up for pre-order in the US, but I'll tell you what, I will have my hands on this pretty soon, so keep an eye out on the channel. But recently, a YouTuber was able to get their hands on it, and I'm not going to try to pronounce the YouTube channel, but I will leave a link in the description. They were able to run some 3D Mark Time Spy benchmarks on the Z2 Extreme that we have in that MSI Claw A8 and compare it to some other handhelds already on the market. Up in the top left-hand corner, we've got the Z2 Extreme in the new MSI Claw A8. This is at a 17-watt TDP. Total score here with 3D Mark Time Spy was 3,487. Right below it is the Intel Core Ultra 7 258V. That's the chip that's in the MSI Claw 8 AI right now with a 3,924. But one thing to keep in mind here is these Intel chips with the new Arc Eye GPUs do kind of bench out a bit higher in these synthetics. So I was expecting to kind of see a higher score here, but this isn't always going to transfer over to real world performance. Up in the top right-hand corner is the HX370. Remember, we've basically got the same iGPU as the Z2 Extreme there. It's just got a few more cores and more threads, coming in with a 3,514, and this was in a GPD device. And in the lower left-hand corner is the Z1 Extreme. Same thing we're seeing in the ROG Ally X with the 2,867. So yeah, I mean, that Z2 Extreme obviously is going to bench out higher. We've got a more powerful CPU and a more powerful GPU. Even at these lower TDPs, we should see better performance than the Z1 Extreme. And it really does kind of look like we're going to get around a 20% increase in FPS across the board with the Z2 Extreme at the same TDPs when comparing it to the Z1 Extreme. So it's not a massive jump, but it might be good enough for somebody to upgrade to the Z2 Extreme. And speaking of those devices powered by that chip, the MSI Claw A8, again, is up for pre-order right now in other parts of the world. This has got the AMD Ryzen Z2 Extreme, that same 16 compute unit Radeon iGPU, 24 gigs of LPDDR5X running at 8,000 megatransfers per second. It's got an 8-inch, 120 Hz IPS display with VRR. It's a 1200p display. Same thing that we see in the Legion Go S and even the MSI Claw 8 AI. Comes with 1 terabyte of storage. It's a 2280 M.2 SSD and an 80 watt hour battery. This is up for pre-order in Taipei for 27,900 new Taipei dollars, which comes out to around 959 US dollars. So yeah, these next-gen handheld gaming PCs powered by that Ryzen Z2 Extreme are not going to be cheap. I mean, $959 for a handheld like this. I mean, heck, you can buy a pretty decent RTX 4060 powered laptop for around $740. I mean, sometimes I've seen them on sale for around $650, and it's really going to outperform this. But in the end, it's not a total portable solution like we have here with this handheld. But I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. Are any of these handhelds something you've been thinking about picking up for the right price? I mean, would you pick it up for that $950 to $1,000 price tag, or would you just skip it altogether? Is that performance increase really going to be worth the upcharge going on with these handhelds versus last generation? And which one are you more excited about? As soon as I have more information, as soon as we've got official pricing or I can get my hands on any of these, I will make another video or just post it up in my community section. Like always, thanks for watching.